this is Elaine with Elaine's Creations, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this card with the Dragonfly Garden bundle. Now this card has a fun surprise inside. When you open it up, it has these flying dragonflies. Isn't that fun? So we're going to start with the outside of the card. The outside of the card is cute too. So I've got all my elements in here. I'm just going to push these all aside so I can show you the base of the card. So the base of the card is a little bit longer than your typical card. It is, let me just double check my measurements, 10.5 by 5.5. So it's regularly 5.5, but it's 10.5 inches long. And it's scored starting at 4.25, and then 4.75, and then 5.5. Is that right? 4.75. Let me double check this again. 4.25, 4.75. Sorry, 5.25, 5.75, and 6.25. So every quarter inch from 4.25 to 6.25. And you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to fold on the last fold in like that, and you're going to be using your bone folder each time, and then you're going to fold again the opposite way. So let me see if I did this right. So I did not do this right, so it goes like this. So it's going to go mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So you're going to get this W or M fold in the middle. And this is what is going to hold in the pieces to hold your dragonflies. This card is super fun because you can do it with anything. You can do it with flowers, balloons, all kinds of things. So we're going to decorate the front first. So the front, I have this piece from the Stitch Nested Label dies. Those are retiring, so you definitely want to get your hands on those before they retire. They're a good basic set of dies that you want to have in your repertoire of dies. I've got some 1/2 inch window sheets of different sizes, 3 inches and 2 inches. So I've got 2 3 inches and 1 2 inch. And then I've got a sheet of 5.25 by 4 Blackberry Bliss. And I'm going to layer on some of the Dandy Garden Designer Series paper, and they are both going to be a little, I need to trim them, but they're going to be 2 by 3 7/8, so I need to trim these down, or 5, right? 5 1/8. So I need to trim these down to 5, I'm sorry, 5 1/8, is that right? 5 1/8, yeah. So we're going to go to 5 1/8. Just trim those down a little bit. And those should match better. Yeah. And then we're going to adhere those down. And then I've got some really nice Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Goes really well with the Dandy Garden Designer Series paper. The paper right now is on low inventory, so get it before it goes on back order. And make sure the dragonflies are facing the right way. Okay, perfect. And then I want this to wrap around. I want it to go over the bumblebee color. I want it to wrap around all the way, so I'm just gonna trim that, and then I'm going to just put some adhesive on the back here, and then I'll just adhere that on the back right there. Whoops, there we go, perfect. And then I love to pop this layer up on dimensionals. It just looks really nice. I've already stamped and layered and cut out all of my dragonflies using the Dragonflies Punch. I have made 2-inch strips of basic white cardstock to cut them out. It's just easier. And then punch them all out using the Dragonflies Punch. Here's the Dragonflies Punch and here's the Dragonfly Garden. These come together in a bundle, and they will be continuing into the annual catalog. I can't remember if they're going to stay a bundle. I will check on that. But they will be continuing into the annual catalog. Super cute. The paper will not be continuing into the annual catalog, so you want to get your hands on that before that's gone. I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper because I'm going to stamp the nice flowers over to the side here. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment in Blackberry Bliss. Thank you for your kindness. Okay. And then on the inside, we have some butterflies. So I'm going to stamp those. On the corners. And then I'm going to put that on dimensionals. Place that on the card. Okay, so that takes care of the front of the card. Make sure that's centered as much as possible. And then I added, where is it? I changed this color up. I put yellow in the middle just so I could differentiate which one this one was. And I'm just gonna do 2 mini dimensionals in the middle so that the wings can be free on the dragonfly. Wings free. Now here's the fun part, so the center here. So I will go ahead and place this down, and then I went ahead and cut another piece of 5 1/4 by 4 basic white cardstock. So if you wanted to, you could add it over here, or you could use designer series paper on either side. It's up to you. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use some tear and tape, and we're just going to kind of measure it out, and we're gonna place it in the middle, right in here. I'm the liner. And then we're gonna find where I put the window sheets. Here they are, hiding. And I'm gonna put a tall one over here and a tall one over here. And then the short one I'm gonna put in the middle. Okay, and then I'm gonna close this up. And then I can put some adhesive here on the outside to help keep this closed. Okay, and fold that over. And then we'll flip it over and put some on the other side. And there we go. So now all we have to do is add our dragonflies. Okay, fun. So you're gonna need 2 of each color dragonflies because you're gonna put them on the front and the back. So front and the back. Looks like I have an extra. And then front and the back. So this one is Mossy Meadow, and this one is Daffodil Delight. That's the closest I have to Bumblebee. And then this one is Blackberry Bliss. And I'm gonna use glue dots. So I'm gonna do 2 glue dots per dragonfly. So, got 1, 2. And so this dragonfly is gonna come up this way. And then I'm just gonna flip the card around and then line it up on the back side as best I can. Nice. And then we'll do the middle one. Going this way. Flip this around and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Pretty cool. And then the last one will have kind of flying downwards. I don't know if you can see flying downwards. Isn't that a fun surprise for somebody who opens the card? You're going to see all these dragonflies. So cool. Okay, and we'll turn it around so I can mirror it on the other side. And there we go. There are our dragonflies. These two are kind of touching. Didn't want that to happen, but it's still okay. Could have moved it over a little bit, but there's our card. We can put that there if we want to, and then kind of provides a nice backdrop for these to pop up, pop off of, yep. So anyway, there is our Dragonfly Garden card. Ooh, and you want to make sure that that doesn't happen either, that that gets tucked in. So I'm gonna have to find a way to scoot those over. Maybe take it off the glue dots and scoot those over a little bit. But anyway, hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm gonna switch views. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my other videos. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.